What if a single change, one bold, radiant transformation could shift the way the world sees you? What if, in a moment of reinvention, you weren't just altering your appearance, but reclaiming power, identity, and control? Khloé Kardashian's gorgeous chocolate hair transformation was not just about beauty. It was a statement, a declaration, a shimmering evolution that captivated millions across the globe, under the blinding lights of cameras and the whispers of fans who follow her every move. Khloé dared to step into a new version of herself, and with every glossy strand of chocolate brown, she revealed more than just her. She revealed a story. The story begins with the constant glare of fame. Khloé Kardashian, known for her resilience, honesty, and sharp wit, has long lived her life beneath a microscope. Every hairstyle, every fashion choice, every personal decision has been dissected, magnified, and immortalized in the tabloids. Yet, when Khloé unveiled her chocolate hair transformation, something shifted. This wasn't just another style update for the reality TV star and entrepreneur. It was a cinematic unveiling of reinvention, a breathtaking moment in her ongoing journey of self-expression. The atmosphere on that day was electric. Cameras clicked furiously as Khloé stepped out, her chocolate hair catching the sunlight like polished silk. The deep, rich tones framed her face with warmth, softening her features, yet amplifying her striking beauty. Whispers rippled through the crowd. She looks radiant. She looks transformed. She looks unstoppable. For Khloé, this wasn't simply hair dye. It was an exhale of confidence, a reminder to herself, and to the world, that change can be both bold and beautiful. As the narrator standing in this moment, I could feel the shift in energy. The usual chatter of stylists and assistants hushed as Khloé swiveled in the chair, her new look finally complete. The mirror didn't just reflect her appearance. It reflected a woman unafraid of taking risks, unafraid of evolving right before our eyes. The chocolate shade, glossy and decadent, seemed almost symbolic, representing maturity, depth, and richness of character. Khloé Kardashian's hair has always been a part of her story. Blonde, brunette, waves, sleek locks. Her hair has been a canvas on which she's painted different phases of her life. But this particular transformation carried a weight that even casual observers couldn't ignore. Why chocolate brown? Why now? The answer lies within her narrative of reinvention, resilience, and the desire to constantly challenge expectations. In Hollywood, hair transformations are common. Celebrities dye their locks, cut their bangs, or experiment with wigs. But with Khloé, it always feels different because fans know her journey has been one of fighting for individuality while being endlessly compared to her sisters. Kim's sleek black hair, Kourtney's dark, classic bob, Kendall and Kylie's experimental shades. Khloé's chocolate hair wasn't about comparison. It was about setting herself apart. It was about making a choice that spoke directly to her sense of identity. As I followed her through that day, the chocolate hair seemed to tell its own story. Under the studio lights of a photo shoot, the strands shimmered with caramel undertones, catching the light in ways that added dimension and allure. In candid, unposed moments, the hair framed her laughter, grounding her in warmth and authenticity. The stylists buzzed around her, marveling at how the color seemed perfectly tailored to her aura. Khloé herself smiled with the confidence of someone who knew she had nailed it. There was no uncertainty, no second-guessing. She had embraced the change wholeheartedly. "It feels like me," she admitted softly, glancing in the mirror. Almost as if she were rediscovering a side of herself she had long forgotten. That's the power of transformation. It's not just external, it's deeply internal. From that moment forward, Khloé Kardashian's gorgeous chocolate hair transformation became a cultural talking point. Social media exploded with commentary, fans sharing side-by-side comparisons, beauty influencers attempting to replicate the exact shade, hair experts praising the rich tone for its timeless elegance. Magazines rushed to feature her new look on their covers, labeling her the brunette bombshell, a phrase that stuck in headlines for weeks. But what truly made this transformation so significant was how it aligned with Khloé's personal growth. In recent years, she's been open about struggles with body image, public scrutiny, and finding strength after heartbreak. The chocolate hair became a metaphor, a visual representation of her resilience. It symbolized her ability to rise, reinvent, and reclaim her narrative. Watching her walk confidently into the world with her new look felt like witnessing a phoenix reborn. Even behind the scenes, away from the flashing lights, the chocolate hair held its own power. At a private dinner, I observed how the soft hue glowed under candlelight, giving Khloé a grounded, approachable aura. Friends leaned closer as she laughed and spoke, drawn not only to her words, but to the energy she radiated. The transformation had already begun to ripple beyond aesthetics. It was influencing the way she moved, the way she carried herself, the way she connected with others. For decades, hair has been more than just beauty. It has been a form of storytelling, identity, and rebellion. From Cleopatra's iconic black bob to Marilyn Monroe's platinum waves, hair transformations have long symbolized power shifts and personal reinvention. Khloé Kardashian's chocolate hair transformation stands proudly within this lineage. It was her way of declaring, "I control my image, I control my story, I control my power." The beauty industry took notice. Hair colorists began dubbing it the Khloé chocolate, a tone requested by clients in cities across the globe. Beauty blogs dissected the formula, speculating about undertones, gloss treatments, and maintenance routines. It wasn't just a look. It was a trendsetter moment, sparking a global movement toward deeper, richer shades. Once again, Khloé had proven her influence in the ever-evolving beauty landscape. But beyond influence, there's intimacy. Watching Khloé run her fingers through her chocolate locks, smiling at her reflection, one could sense the comfort she felt. It was as if she had stepped into alignment with herself, as if each strand was woven with stories of strength, survival, and newfound joy. This wasn't just a celebrity hair moment, it was personal history unfolding in real time. Her family noticed, too. When Khloé walked into the room, Kris Jenner beamed with motherly pride. Kim teased her, calling her the sexy brunette of the family. While Kendall and Kylie admired how the shade seemed to elevate Khloé's natural beauty, Kourtney, ever understated, simply said, "It suits you." But beneath those words lay acknowledgement Khloé had once again taken control of her narrative. As I reflect on Khloé Kardashian's gorgeous chocolate hair transformation, I realize that beauty moments like these endure not because of aesthetics alone, but because they tell a deeper story. They remind us that change is inevitable, that reinvention is possible, and that even in the glare of fame, authenticity shines the brightest. Every hair transformation has its season. But Khloé's chocolate hair wasn't fleeting, it marked an evolution. It told the world that she was no longer just living under comparisons, no longer defined by outside voices. She was stepping into her own, one glossy strand at a time. And as I stood there, a witness to this transformation, I understood the unspoken truth. Sometimes the smallest change on the outside can ignite the most powerful change within. The cameras captured it, the fans embraced it, the world celebrated it, but most importantly, Khloé Kardashian herself embraced it. And that is why her gorgeous chocolate hair transformation will forever remain more than just a beauty headline. It was a moment of drama, of documentary truth, and of undeniable power.